Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue year 4 with our Calgary Flames. Pretty good start to the year so far, 8-3-1, and when we took a look at our team stats in the last video, I actually liked everything. Our goals for, our goals against, power play, penalty kill. Alright, but it is really early in the season, so it's hard to tell right now. I was reading your comments in the last video, and a lot of you guys are saying, screw Irving, you gotta start Dubo. We're gonna give them the exact same chance up until the All-Star break, and then at the All-Star break, we'll decide who our number 1 starter is, alright? And then we'll go like to a 2-to-1 ratio kind of thing. But until the All-Star break, we're gonna go 2 losses, alright? So, Dubo is 6-2, but he lost 2 games in a row. He allowed 10 goals in those last 2 games. So I'm gonna go back to Irving, alright? Remember, Irving got us to the playoffs last year and got us to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. And our team on the ice is better. So, I mean, he's good enough, and he's still listed as a starting goalie, alright? So we're going to run with Irving a little bit here as well. So yeah, I don't know how far we're going to be able to get. I want to try and get as far into the season as we can, so let's not waste any time, alright? Back-to-back games against the Edmonton Oilers on home ice. Come on, man. You got to beat Battle of Alberta. Come on now. You can't lose twice on home ice. There you go. We come back with a 4-3 victory. All right? So it should be very interesting. I want to get at least 3 months done. Oh, my God. Look at our offense. Our offense is tearing it up. I want to get at least like 3 months in and then check the team stats. And then I'll really get a sense because we always know at the beginning of the season, right, you could have 2 or 3 bad games and it like really outweighs everything. So the stats are kind of hard to go off of. But you know, what is it? November, I'd say at the end of the All-Star break. The All-Star break's we're going to be able to tell how we should set up our lines, who our starting goalie is, all right? I mean, Irving, look, he's winning games still. There's another win, all right? I mean, that's what I mean. I know you guys are saying you guys are scoring goals. That's why Irving's winning. I know, but that's what I mean. Irving and Dubo are both listed as a starting goalie, all right? Our team is better than it was last year with basically the same goalie. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to run with Irving. If he's getting me wins, I'm running with the hot goalie, all right? Look at this. Irving has come back. He's gotten pissed off that Dubo got like 8 starts in a row, man. Look at Irving. He's taking over now. I don't want to say anything. Oh, Toronto Maple Leafs, big rivalry game right here. They're 14-4-1. Oh, we got a race here. We got a race. Come on, you got to be. Yes, we beat them. And look, they were able to score 4 goals, but now we're able to come back and score 6 goals. So we can outscore the Toronto Maple Leafs now. Absolutely. Keep it up, Irving. Keep it up. 2 losses, that's all I'm going to go for, and then we'll go back to Dubo. But I'm not going to change it up if it's working. Look at this, man. Dubo. I don't even want to go back and count just yet. Come on. I mean, Irving. Why do I keep saying Dubo? Come on. We're on a tear, boys. We're on a tear. All right? We're on a tear. I'm not going to, oh, man, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say anything. There it is. All right, so there's a loss. It was an overtime loss, though. We're going to keep going with Irving. I think you guys would agree that he's definitely earned after that nice little winning streak. And he comes back with a 2-1 victory. All right, I'm going to keep running with him. Just keep running with him. This is looking really good right now. All right, Colorado Avalanche, 9-2 victory. It's our offense. Our offense is scoring goals. Patrick Kane's already a 15-goal scorer. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stop. Stop simulation, please. Can you please stop the simulation? We're okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Shinkaruk and Kane both have 15 goals. We're not even at the All-Star break just yet. All right, after that overtime loss, Irving has come back with like 3 more victories. All right, so there you go. All right, so what did Irving do? Let's see. Let's go back and let's see what Irving did. All right, so he came in after this game 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. It was an overtime loss. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He went 12-1-1. And you guys say Irving is useless? Please. 12-1-1 is very good, all right? But he lost 2 games in a row, so let's go back to Dubo now. All right, even though Dubo is listed technically better overall, Irving, that's what I'm saying. Irving, he surprised me last year too, boys, but that's what he got it done. So let's go with the hot hand right now. He got us to the Stanley Cup Finals, and our team is better. So goaltender wasn't an issue. I was happy to have a good backup in Dubo. And look, well, Dubo loses the game, but it's not his fault. We just didn't get any goals that game. All right, December 1st. Yeah, we'll check out the stats now. Hang on a sec. Dubo. All right, so Dubo comes back with a 5-3 victory, so that's good. All right, so we are at, yeah, we're in December now. I don't technically need to look at our team standings because I know I'm not changing any of the lines right now, but just for shits and giggles, I guess. All right, so we're first in the NHL. Very nice. We're beating the Toronto Maple Leafs. Very nice. Goals for per game, we're just under 4 goals per game, all right? So offensively, no problem with our team, no problem. Goals against per game, we're 7th, all right? But we're hovering around where I want to be. What have I always said? 2.25 for goals against, all right? So, I mean, I want it to be a little bit better, all right? It's 7th in the NHL, but I think a lot of these teams will, again, it's early in the season, right? I think a lot of these teams will still drop, all right? But being 7th in the league for goals against is fine if you're 1st in the league for goals for, right? That's a good combination, all right? So that's not horrible, and I don't want to change the lines because we're 1st in the NHL, so I'm not going to. I'm just saying. Power play percentage, we're 1st in the NHL, very nice. And penalty kill percentage, we're 11th. But remember, it's 83.6. Who's 1st? All right, 88 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'd say by the end of the year, 85, 86 is the top, all right? So if we are, 83.6, we're up there, all right? So our goals against could be a bit better. Could you imagine if we had an elite goalie on this team? I mean, that would really make the difference. That's the one spot we're missing. An elite goalie and a second first-line defenseman. That's all we're missing right now, all right? But whatever. Oh, and you guys also want to see, yeah, I know you guys want to see this. Player stats. All right, NHL player stats. We'll see who's doing good. All right, and then when we get to the All-Star break, we can check it again. Why not? Why not? Come on, load those stats. Oh, my God, it takes forever. All right, here we go. Forwards. Let's see who's doing good for us. So Barchese, Patrick Kane, Shin Karuk, Jason Spezza are all more than a point a game player, all right? So, I mean, that first line with Spezza, Kane, and Barchese are doing great. Spezza even, like you can say Spezza's not doing that good. Only 8 goals. He's the center. He's getting the assists from the 2 snipers, Barchese and Kane, all right? Shin Karuk's having a great year on that second line, right? If you have a point a game player on the second line, that's more than I can ask for. Joe Pavelski, I got him for defensive-minded hockey. He's got 24 points in 28 games. All right, Galchenyuk's got 19, so he's doing good. Reinhardt's got 19, so remember how I put, I think it was Galchenyuk I put on the power play and Reinhardt on the second line, so it's actually working out really good for them because they have the exact same amount of points, all right, so I like that combination, and it's a good amount of points, 19 in 28 games. They keep that up, they could be over 60 points, which is really good. Gerby, he's trailed off, but we knew that was going to happen. He was a second first liner for us last year, right? But still, we put him back there on the third line to get us some depth scoring. Same thing with Jerome, all right? Kreider and Wheeler, these guys, yeah, we know they're not going to have a lot of points. They're on the fourth line. All right, defensively, Morgan Riley's got 20, Brody's got 14, Murray's got 12, Ristolainen's got 11, Kronwall's only got 9, all right, but Kronwall is a plus 10. That's why we got him, all right? Morgan Riley and Kronwall are huge plus players. Ristolainen's plus 14, dear God. All right, Ryan Murray's minus 3. Don't worry about that. All right, we're still doing amazing. And goalies, let's see. So technically, Irving has played 19 games. Dubois has only played 10. Irving has played more games, and his goals against average is better. Irving's record is 14-1. And man, that's weird. He should have like 3 or 4 losses at least. I don't know what's going on there. But he's got 14 wins, all right. Shootout losses. Oh, that's why. All right, look at that. 3 of Irving's losses have all come in shootouts, all right? So he's only lost 1 regulation game, Irving, all right? So very freaking good record. He's 14-1-3, basically, all right, because overtime loss is nothing. Save percentage, he's better than Dubois. So, boys, I know you guys want me to play Dubois, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, Irving is playing amazing. All right, now we still have Dubois in the net. He's lost 1 game, but he gets 1 more, all right? But if we get to the All-Star break and the stats are looking the same, I'm going into the playoffs with Irving, all right? But we will have that secondary goalie that we can throw in if times get rough now instead of last year where we basically had nobody, all right? So I'm done that trip to the OHL. Okay, so yeah, we got to do this again. We're going to do forwards for every CHL team. All right, we started off in the OHL. Did it say we did? Hang on, I think it said OHL, right? I don't know why I started in OHL. I should have done I did WHL already, yeah. QMJHL, 6 weeks. All right, so that should take care of all the CHL. Yeah, keep going with Dubois. Let's see what he can do for us here. All right, as long as he stays on a 2-to-1 ratio, I'm fine. There's a shutout for him, all right. So after that first loss, he comes in. He's come back with a few wins here. So I'd like to see Dubois, all right. I know I'm going to get the argument, it doesn't matter which goalie we have in because our team is so good, you know. We have the same goalie pretty much going in, so it really doesn't matter. But You know, I got to go with whoever's got the hot hand. Doesn't matter. I'm going with whoever has the hot hand. And Dubois is playing good. Yeah, Dubois, you could have that second loss now, Dubois, and I'd be happy with it. Or I'd be more than happy with what you've given me. All right? I mean, it's our backup is coming in, and he's playing like a starter, basically. So we don't have a backup right now. We have two starters, two legitimate starters. It's not like there are two goalies fighting for the number one job. We have two goalies. No matter who we put in the net, we can go on a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 ratio. All right, so it's looking very good right now. Our team is filthy. All right, so there's another loss for Dubois. We're going to take him out, all right, because Irving has earned some games right now, all right? Irving is 14-1-3. Hell yeah, we got to get Irving back in there. All right, but Dubois, nice little streak he went on there. Let's see Dubois' streak. Was the loss against the LA Kings, or was it? I think he came in. Yeah, he came in Nashville. So 3, 6. Yeah, he went 6-2, 3-to-1 ratio. That's a very good little stretch for Dubois. But we're going back to Irving. Let's see what Irving can do for us. Let's get up to the All-Star break, and then we'll check out all the stats again and see who we're going to go forward with, all right? So Irving in the net. Ooh, Irving loses the game. It was an overtime loss, though. Another overtime loss for Irving. All right, second game. Can he come back with a loss, or he's going to lose 2 in a row? And he comes back with a shutout. So technically in those 2 games, he's 1-0-1, all right? This guy, he just doesn't lose in regulation for us. Irving gets us points, man. He does. He gets us points. What's going on? Oh, there's another loss, but another overtime loss. Look at this, man. He will not lose in regulation. All right, now, even though they were 2 overtime losses, I'm not going to stick with Irving. We're going to play them the exact same way. An overtime loss counts as a loss, all right? If you get 2 of them, you got to come out. All right, so let's keep going up here. I don't really know. No, I don't want to stop and look at anything just yet. Everything's working out so well for our team right now. Whoa, there's a loss, Dubois, and Dubois allows a regulation loss. But then again, we didn't score goals for him. All right, don't worry about it. We had an amazing streak in the beginning part of the season. Yeah, eventually, the losing streak's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It really is. All right, so I don't mind if it happens. It's gonna happen. Phoenix Coyotes, they're below 500, and look at that. Dubois loses 2 games in regulation. But you can also say that we just didn't score any goals for him. All right, so Irving, you're going back in. Going back in. Come on, boys, shake out of this. I'm not going to stop until the All-Star break, all right? I could stop here at the beginning of January, but let's go all the way up to the All-Star break. Yeah, and then we'll end it there. We'll wrap it up right there. All right, so Irving is back in. We're on the road now. We got a little bit of a road streak going on here. St. Louis Blues, they're an above 500 team. Come on, boys. There you go. Put in Irving, and he rights the ship. He comes back in and gets a win for us. All right? I don't know, boys. You guys can say, play Dubois for next year. He'll be an elite goalie. Yeah, but I want to win the Stanley Cup this year. It's not about rebuilding anymore. It's about this year. It's always about this year for our team right now. So we have got to play the best players possible. That's why I went for older guys like Kronwall and Pavelski, because we need to fill in the spots that we didn't have last year. Remember, we were only 3 games away from winning last year. All right? Okay, there was a regulation loss for Irving right there. You don't usually see much of those. I think that's his second of the season. All right. Comes back with another win. You can trust him to come back. I don't think Irving has lost 2 games in a row yet, man. This guy, he comes back with a win. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, look at Barchese, 35 assists already. Shinkruk's already a 20-goal scorer. All right, we're halfway done the season already, so it's not like they're on pace to get 50 goals, but they get more than 30, I'm happy. 30-goal scorers, if I have 5 30-goal scorers, hell yeah, that's really good. 8-1 victory. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we can already assume that we're going to be a playoff team. Playoffs should be very interesting this year, all right? Because, I mean, hopefully we can get some really good goaltending like we did last year, and, I mean, I don't see our team not being able to score goals. I mean, our power play can score goals. Our penalty kill can score goals. Our first, second, third, even our fourth line can score goals. All right, Kreider and Wheeler, they got some offensive touch. They can get some done. All right, so we do have a very scary team this year. Now we don't need defensemen because we have 4 defensemen in the prospects. We really don't need any prospects, but we do have some draft picks. We have 2 first-round draft picks this year. I mean goalies, so might as well. United States, yeah, that Blanchard guy looks pretty good. 6 weeks. All right. Yeah, keep running with Irving. He's winning games. And we're getting some nice goal support for him as well. Ooh, Nashville, look at their record. We whooped them 6-0. That's good. Nashville's probably a competitive team that's going to be competing for first in the Western Conference. So we got to beat teams like that for sure. We got a nice little streak against some Eastern Conference teams here. So I mean, I want to win them, but it's not devastating if you lose in regulation. All right, look at that record, 35 and 13, basically. Man, we could be a. I shouldn't have said anything. I was gonna say we could be a 60-win team this year. I forget. I forget if that's Irving's second loss or if it's his first loss. You know what? In one more game to the All-Star break, let's just give it to Irving. All right, and then we can decide who's going to start after the All-Star break. I can't remember if that was the second loss in the streak or if it was first. He wins too many games. I can't keep track of it. All right, come on now. Can you win? There you go. All right, so boys, we've gotten to the All-Star break. Very nice. Let me just simulate up here to make sure every other team is in the All-Star break. All right, so we've gotten to the All-Star break, and our team is looking amazing. Hunter Shinkaruk on the second line and the second line power play is already a 30-goal scorer. All right, he could easily get 50 goals, actually. He's turned it around. Barcheesi's got 43 assists. I mean, our team is absolutely outstanding this year. All right, so let's take a look at everything. Goals against average, Irving is third in the NHL. All right, I mean, Dubois, is he better, boys? I don't know. Save percentage, we are not up there. All right. Wins, are we up there? Yeah, Irving is up there, even with Dubois going the exact same kind of speed, not speed, but with the exact same starting requirements that I'm giving them. Irving has completely taken over. He's third in the NHL for wins, all right, and he hasn't even started that many. Points. Look at that. Oh, my God. Look at points. Barcheesi's first. Patrick Kane is second. Hunter Shinkaruk is third. And Spezza is fifth. Yeah, we can score goals this year. Dear God. Whatever combination I've put out there this year, these guys are getting it done. Henrik who? Sedin who? We don't need him. My goodness gracious. Assists. Barcheesi first in the NHL. That's about it. Goals. Shinkaruk first in the NHL. Patrick Kane sixth. Yeah, that's it. All right. Eastern Conference, the Toronto Maple Leafs have 71 points. All right, pretty nice. And the Western Conference, we are first, and we are first in the NHL. So everything is looking good right now, boys. All right, let's just take a look at our team standings, and then we'll look at our player stats. All right. So again, first in the NHL, only 2 points ahead of Nashville, but we do have a game in hand. All right, so our destiny is in our own hands this year. We just got to keep winning games. Goals for per game. We're not at 4 goals per game. Was gonna be a lot, but 3.72. Yeah, that's amazing. I want to be above 3.25, right? We are way above the Toronto Maple Leafs for goals for. So goals for is definitely amazing this year. Goals against, and look, we're second in the league for goals against, all right? So whatever we've done with our team this year, it is working. No need to change any lines right now. All right, power play percentage, first in the NHL. Now this should be interesting. Penalty kill. Yeah, it's 8th. But look, it's still hovering around where it started off, 84.5. And who's first? Look, the first place team is 85.9. All right, we are within reach of being in the top 5 for penalty kill. All right, so our penalty kill is actually really good. All right, don't be worried about it's 8th in the NHL. It's 84.5%. All right, we're 1 percentage away from being the second in the NHL. All right, do not worry about that. We are an outstanding statistical team. All right, and last but not least, let's take a look at who's performing the best for us this year. All right, this is an amazing season right now. Calgary Flame fans are just going crazy. They're enjoying these games. These are exciting games, all right? Goals coming from everywhere. Forwards, let's see this. Barcheesi's got 61 points in 50 games. Patrick Kane, 59 in 50 games. Shinkaruk, 58 in 50 games. Jason Spezza, 55 in 50 games, all right? So you got 4 players who look like they're going to have like 82 points or more, which is outstanding, all right? We already have 1, 2, 3 20-goal scorers, 1 30-goal scorer, all right? I counted Shinkaruk as a 20-goal scorer. All right, next we got Pavelski. I thought Pavelski would be like this. I didn't think Pavelski would be up there, but he looks like he's on pace for 55 to 65 points, which is fine. Perfect second liner, and he's a defensive player for us. And actually, Shinkaruk is getting all the points there on the second line anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sam Reinhart and Galchenyuk, look at that. Our plan is working out perfectly for these guys. They both have the exact same amount of points. All right, should end up with the same thing as Pavelski, 50 to 65, somewhere around there, and that's great for them. Gerby's only got 23. Aginla's only got 18, but that's third liners, all right? We knew that was going to happen. And Kreider and Wheeler, 7, 8, 4, all right? But that's fine because our first line is getting it done. All we need is a few depth goals and we're fine, all right? Morgan Riley's already has 35 points. My goodness, could he have a 50-point season? Maybe. Brody's got 27. Ryan Murray's got 19. Cronwall's got 15. Ristolainen 14. Reinhardt 11. All right, Cronwall's a plus 13. He's actually one of the worst pluses on our team. Yeah, he's the second worst, but it doesn't matter, all right? Our penalty kill is doing amazing this year, so you can look at it for that. All right. And goaltenders, here it is. All right. Irving, I mean, Dubois already started 18 games, which is a lot, but Irving is still third in the NHL for wins. All right. He started almost double the amount of games, and his goals against average is better. All right. It's below 2, for God's sakes. His record is, look at this, 24, 3, and 5. That's his record, basically. All right. Compared to 12, 6, and 0. Dubois got a good record, but Irving is tearing it up. That's all I'm saying. All right. Save percentage, and it's better. His save percentage is better than Dubois. So he's played a handful of more games, and his stats are all better. All right, are you guys still feel the same about Dubois being better than Irving? I don't know, man. This guy is definitely stepping up to the plate. All right, I can't get rid of Irving. He is our starter right now. All right, we're going into the hard part of the season. So boys, who's our starter? Irving or Dubois? I think it's Irving. I think we still give Dubois the kind of chance, but I think we give Irving 2 losses and Dubois 1 loss. All right, because Irving is the man right now, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're first in the NHL. All right. So there you go, boys. We're going to go into the trade deadline in the next video. I'm not editing anything about our team, but you guys can let me know. Starting goalie, Dubois or Irving? Let me know, boys, and I'll see you in the next video.